everybody, welcome to my soapy kitchen. We're going to be doing a culinary project today, but because the lighting is better up here, we're going to do it up here. We're going to mix it up here, but we're going to, and show it to you up here, but all of the equipment is actually from my culinary kitchen. So this is my mother's preheated yogurt maker that she gave to me a long time ago. And here is Positively Probiotic's a short Skyr. And we heated this to 180 degrees. It is now at 132. We're going to wait till it's about 110, and then we'll mix in our culture, which is right here. And it's one of the many that I'm excited to be able to enjoy here. Now on her website it says to take a cup of milk, heat it to 180, let it cool to 110, mix in your culture, and then hold it for 5 hours between 100 and 110 degrees, which is what my yogurt keeper does. Now, I've only got the one on the go, but I filled all the others like I would if I were going to be making yogurt, and it feels wonderful. It feels perfect. So hopefully that will work for me. We're going to be able to see a nice thick Skyr. Now Skyr is actually almost a kind of cheese, but it's Icelandic yogurt, so it should be thicker than should be a lot thicker than what you see even from Greek yogurt. So very excited. If these cultures work for me, I will be ordering more of them because fun, right? They're delicious, delicious things. So if you want one, you can be put into a draw. There will be 5. I'll be giving away 1 at each of these uploads for Positively Probiotics. And if you want to just order them, I do have a discount code that Sabrina gave me to share with all of my viewers. So that is also in the description box below. But we'll give this a few more minutes and I'll come right back and we will mix it and set it, and then time lapse, I guess. The magic of YouTube will have yogurt. Okay, so Skyr is a Mesophilic yogurt. There are 2 types of yogurts, and I usually make Thermophilic yogurts, or kefir is actually a Thermophilic yogurt. You just put it on the counter and let it thicken up and do its thing, which is really nice. Okay, we're at 122 degrees. We've got about 10 degrees to go before we can mix this up. Now, Mesophilic cultures, like the kefir variety I have right now, ferment at room temperature between 70 and 77 degrees, and this form of preparation results in a runnier texture. Kefir's a drinkable yogurt, so if you like drinkable yogurts, you can culture at room temperature, which is really handy, really fast, and really fun too. And it takes between 12 and 24 hours for those Mesophilic yogurts to reach the desired consistency. Now, if you are interested in the yogurts, and we will be doing at least 1 every month, it's part of the probiotic series that I want in my files here at Gen Spice. We've already got activated apple cider vinegar and a sourdough series that I'm working on, and then of course these yogurt cultures. We can bring in kefir grains. Anything you're interested in, let me know and I will get it in if it's not something that I already do. But probiotics are really, really important for people my age, especially, and also the children that I support often have problems with their digestion, and this kind of food helps in digestion. My daughter Melissa is actually tube feed, so this kind of thing is easy enough to incorporate as real food within her formula, so she can have good gut health as well. All right, now there are 2 other distinctions between the 2 forms of yogurt. If you prefer a thick texture yogurt or Greek style yogurt like this one is, then Thermophilic starters are probably the ones that you're going to like the most. But if you prefer ease of preparation and a runnier yogurt, and my kefir is actually fairly thick, it's not totally runny, so it also depends on the variety of milk kefir that you have, or Mesophilic yogurt culture that you have. Now this should be a thick, creamy, and smooth yogurt, even with skim milk. And I'm using whole milk because I like whole milk. I will probably even add cream to it because I like a creamy texture. And I will often take my yogurts and just put them in my ice cream maker and make homemade frozen yogurt, which is amazing, guys. And I will show you how I do that too. Now the thermophilic cultures, mesophilic cultures can produce thinner consistencies that can have a texture similar to that of jelly, and I'll show you that actually. Now once you have made this activated culture like this, we will then split into all 5, and I will do it again to create yogurt ready to eat. This will be our cultured one, and we'll take a quart of milk and add 2 to 3 tablespoons of the yogurt per quart. Now you don't want to add more than that, because if you do, you'll end up with yogurt with a grainy consistency. And I've noticed that with my my kefir, that I end up with grainy kefir when I leave too much of the finished product in there. When I take it all out, and there's only about a tablespoon in there coating my curds, they look like little curds, I have smoother tasting yogurt. When I leave about half a cup of it in there, it's a grainy yogurt. That's all my fault. It's on me. It's got too much. We're at 112. Couple more degrees to go. After it's set, or at the end of 12 hours, we're going to allow it to cool for 2 hours in the refrigerator for 6 hours. So you can eat it up anytime you want, actually, but it'll be best if, if it's set. Now, if your yogurt, now Sabrina has some really great tips here. So it can be tempting to add more starter culture to your batches to hasten ferment time, and I've done that. Don't do it. Adding too much, again, can lead to a bitter, grainy yogurt. This applies to not adding enough culture. The culture will not ferment correctly or may cease to ferment. You can lose your culture, and that's really what I've been afraid of. I was like, I want to do everything perfect. So we're going to be right at 110 degrees, which we can do right now. Now, if it's runny, you can strain it a little bit and get some of that extra whey out. We are going in with our starter. Now, I'm going to just gently mix this in and make sure it's completely incorporated. Now, I could wear gloves, and if I was making this for someone else, I probably would, but I have clean hands. And that dissolved beautifully. I don't see any any chunks. Oh, there's a few. Alrighty. I'll never have to buy yogurt again. That's a really exciting, like, to even have this Skyr. Like last time I had this was in Iceland. So we're going to put this in here with the rest of them and leave it for 5 hours, and we'll be right back. This is the short Skyr. But we need to remember to always label our different cultures. So this is SKYR, which means it's mesophilic. So the M is for mesophilic, and we're going to keep track of that. Got our Skyr all done. I'm going to go get some goodies, and we are going to try this all again and see if our culture is fully activated. So I'll be right back with that. I decided I wanted a richer yogurt, so I added some cream to this. And we're just going to check our temperature, which is right at 100. And I'm going to pour it into my jar. Let's just do it a scoop at a time. going to need 4 tablespoons of our culture. So we're going to put 12 teaspoons. And 12, which is perfect. And I've got 1 in my jar. So I'm going to go ahead and do a test to see if this will work in a thermophilic environment. But I'm going to leave this one out. Just wipe off. This is just for me and my family, guys. We're going to set this over here to just stay warm. I'm actually going to give that a little stir. And it can take anywhere from 5 to 24 hours. So I've been treating it like my kefir, and when it's thick, I put it in the fridge. Alright. Alright, so for the rest of this, I am going to put it in this container here. Go ahead and pour it in. Since we've got a cloth down, if I'm sloppy, it won't make any difference. So there we go. Which is something that you can do. You can just use your jar again and then stick it back in. If you do like 4 at a time, like I took most of my yogurt from the other day, put it in a big container, but I left a teaspoon, or I mean a tablespoon in each jar. And I'm just going to wipe down the jar and put the lid back on. Hopefully I will bring you back and you can see the fruits of my labor. So we'll bring you back in just a little while. Hi guys, this is Jen from the Jen Spice channel, and today we are going to finish up the Skyr project, the short Mesophilic Positively Probiotic Skyr. Now remember, if you want to get in the draw, every time you mention Positively Probiotics in any comment in any video on the Jen Spice channel, you get your name put in the draw. And I'm doing this the old-fashioned way, so I'm doing slips of paper, and we're going to draw on my next live. We're going to start the draws the week of, let me give you a date. The week of just after Easter, so the week of the 15th of April. So somewhere in there, I'm going to try to get a live on, and we will do the draw, and maybe I'll do some other short presentation with soap, using Skyr. Sound like fun? All right, so let me show you how this Skyr turned out. It's absolutely fantastic. One of my subscribers, Michelle, was asking if it's anything like the Skyr that we have both enjoyed in Iceland. And yes, it is. But you have to, if you want it thick like that, then you're going to have to do some draining. So I have drained this Skyr, and it's exactly like what we tasted at the hotel that we stayed in at Reykjavik. So here we go, and I'll show you what exactly I did, because I'm going to use what's in this bowl. So I lined it with cheesecloth, poured in you saw me do that, all right? So this is what's left. It's what's in this bowl, and I'm just going to pour it all into this other bowl so you can kind of see what you need to do to get what you want in texture. So this one right here is super, super, super thick. Do you see how thick that is? And it doesn't have any fillers, and it's super smooth. If you don't want it this thick, let me show you what you can do. I'm going to make this a little thinner by adding a little more of the liquid in. And just gently reincorporate it. Like if you don't like that dry taste, it's super, super thick, Greek yogurt has. This doesn't have that dryness because there's no added pectin or lemon juice or anything artificial. It's just, that's about what I like. I like cheesecake thickness, right? It was at cream cheese thickness right there. This is more like a piece of cheesecake. So it's still super, super thick. But see how about 1/3 of it is milk solid and 3/4 of it is whey? So your whey content is going to determine how thick your yogurt is. Okay, so because Skyr is kind of a yogurt cheese, that's what it tastes like. It's absolutely incredible. You don't have to have it creamy like this. You can have it super dry like cream cheese if you want. It's all up to how long you decide to drain it and what texture suits your taste. So I'm just going to taste this on camera and show you what it looks like. You see that? A little too much light. But it's nice and smooth. Kind of has this sour cream kind of taste, but yogurt kind of taste, but cheese kind of taste. Does that make sense? So that's what you get when you make the Positively Probiotic Skyr. So you can have it drinkable Skyr, or you can have it a almost creme fraiche type Skyr. But it has that unique flavor that is Icelandic yogurt. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this. Please come back and support my channel. Click like and subscribe and all those wonderful things that we need to stay alive on YouTube. And we'll see you next time. Bye for now.